important reminder. All information and ideas are for informational purposes only and are in no way intended as medical advice or as a substitute for medical counseling. Earthshift Products, Dr. Robert Cassar, all of their partners, affiliates, and subsidiaries will not be held accountable for the use or misuse of the information presented therein. This information is not intended as medical advice. The authors, publishers, and speakers of this work are not medical doctors and do not recommend the use of mineral-deficient foods, drugs, or medicines to achieve beauty and to alleviate health challenges. Because there is always some risk involved, all persons involved with the development and distribution of this information are not responsible for any adverse effects or consequences of any kind resulting from the use or misuse of any suggestions or procedures described on our website or Earthshift Live radio talk show or therein.
See, there's a big story that goes with this. In 2 seconds, we'll just finish this.
Are you sure?
There's 3 minerals. Yeah, no, exactly. There's 3 minerals that go into our soil. If you go to Home Depot and you ask the guy behind the counter, you say, I want to buy some fertilizer. He'll say, what do you want? Well, what do you got? NPK. Okay, well, I want all the minerals. No, I only got NPK. Okay, which level of NPK do you want? Do you want this much nitrogen, this much phosphorus, this much potassium? I don't know. What do I need? Because we don't really know. So when you really look at petroleum-based fertilizers are the big problem here. That's why we don't have any food from the United States here, because it's all contaminated in my eyes. On the commercial level. So NPK fertilizers, most of it's made out of petroleum. Wait a minute, you guys get everywhere. Okay? Get everywhere. Petroleum. So once you put this petroleum-based fertilizer on the soil, this petroleum-based fertilizer made out of 3 minerals destroys the microbes that are very delicate underneath and causes now the dirt to become dead. And once you use that once or twice, the farmer now knows that he can't go back to his conventional chicken shed, his conventional ways that he was running his sustainable farm. Now it's sustainable. He has to use NPKs, fertilizers, and has to use pesticides, herbicides, and fungicides all the time because the soil's dead. And the plants are demineralized because they're only growing with 3 minerals instead of 15, at least, to be able to have normal plant function. So why would anybody feed us 3 minerals, and why would anybody actually feed us minerals that are made from petroleum? It doesn't make sense to me. But this is what's happened, and the United States and or most of other countries that use this type of petroleum-based fertilizer, it's well known that it destroys the very mild terrain of the microbes, which they poop out this stuff called fulvic, humic, and ulmic acid, and that makes the plant then be able to digest the minerals that are in the soil because these microbes are doing their job. Instead of throwing fertilizer in the ground, the fertilizer then kills the microbes, and the second season now, if you went ahead and let the plants want to grab out minerals, they can't because the microbes didn't eat the minerals to make it so the plants can go ahead and have their next cycle. So you can see this cycle. After 3 or 4 generations of cooked food, we fall apart. And if we find out that 2 or 3 uses, or 1 year of use of petroleum-based fertilizers, most likely that field's dead. That's why they say that a lot of these fields are pretty much not worth growing anything unless you restabilize the microbes to make the soil so it's alive again. So it is a big problem. Fulvic, humic, and ulmic acid now that I take it in a supplemental form. Remember, what's so special about noni? Why is noni so good for you? Because it's loaded full of fulvic acid, humic, and ulmic acid. Why is Shilajit so good for you? And I personally, if you're a patient, I'd say eat an ounce of Shilajit in the morning and an ounce at night until you sort of have to relieve yourself of the bathroom there a little bit. Give yourself a day or 2. Because fulvic, this Shilajit is basically the same type of idea as the fulvic, humic, and ulmic acid. It's just in a lesser concentrate. It's only 5% strength. And a lot of the Shilajit you're going to buy, because you're going to find out about it, again, look at the certificate of analysis. Make sure that the product is in a food-grade packaging, because these are fulvic, humic, and ulmic acids, and you don't put them in plastic containers unless it's special plastic. Hydrochloric acid, remember, is in a special plastic. If they don't put that in a special plastic like your battery acid, it eats right through it, big time. Okay? So, I think we're ready for a break. Oh, yeah. Oh, that is ugly.
You got it off now, right?
Have it.
Get it off.
Now check that out now, and whoa! Now we're gonna do the final pus grab. That's some heavy pus. And he's like 20, 19?
Yeah, 19.
19 years old. Okay, and you're 30, and you can see how easy it came out of both of you. And the older you get, you just bloody scar. You gotta watch it. Okay, and you're not young and old, but you're right in the middle.
40.
You're right in the middle. You're in that transition point of actually making the next ring fast and easy, or all of a sudden, what a slow grind to get up this hill. And that's where I've been there, because actually, yeah, I've been on the slow grind because it's actually research. Just like John, what do you do to help yourself when you can't go anywhere to help yourself? You got to figure it out for your own self. It's a lot of selves. That's it. Okay. Look at the total difference here before we shut down here. This is perfect. It's not too much. It's not too less. Now, what we do is to clean him off. Hold this for me here. Now what we do is clean him off. Okay? And you don't have to push too hard. We're doing the buff. And you can see.
A little bit right there.
Yeah, you can see how. Okay, and up here, same thing. You can head back. And you can see you want to get every nook and cranny, all the clavicles. And you just do this. And you can see, check that out. Oh,
Nice.
such a beautiful sight.
Thank you, Dr. Cassar.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So this is like a simple way to be able to clean. Rick, come here. This guy's clean here too. Let me see. Let me see. Take your. No, he's transformed himself a lot since I've known Rick. Known Rick for what, 8, 10 years now?
You're Rick.
Okay. And when we all met, we were all meat eaters, most of us, and it's not that meat eaters bad or good. Yeah, I mean, it's just basically terrain. I call it an acid eater. And so acid eaters actually in time, yeah, you can see, take your shirt off there. So your whole body actually totally changes, and he's not weak. He's actually got some muscles to him, okay? And once you get more electricity too, your body muscles they get thicker, they get stronger. Okay, and it's very fascinating, but it's the foods that you eat that make your vibrational tune rise. Okay, so you change your tune, and he lives in LA, he's breathing crap all the day. Okay, he's living in some type of these office requirements sometimes indoors. So if he was living on the Big Island right now, if he was eating the foods he should be eating right now, of course, because they're local, high-grown foods, okay, then of course his transformation will be massively different, even though it's been massively different already. Okay, so it is pieces of the pie that make where you live, it's the foods you eat, and it's actually learning how to keep the toxins down to a bare minimum, and learning how to learn some simple, easy technological, because it is technological to take out technological problems. You have to take out and use pretty much technological things. And it's not machines you need to use, it's just alchemy. So that's good. Just want to show that example that basically when you become a vegetarian too doesn't mean you have to get thin. I call it the pasty vegetarian look. Okay? Yeah, but after 2 or 3 scrubbings with you and everything, you get purple right away. I think it's time to break.
Yes.
It's always
Yeah, I can talk for minutes.